Good morning, world. OTAP here, EPLURIBUSOTAP, out of mini me. I am America, and you can be too. We are here at the post office here in Edmond, Oklahoma, across the street from, hey, look, there's Ellis Island over there. I'm showing that. That'll be the location for the next Coffee with a Cop here in Edmond. I think that might be next week after. Either way, it's always a great event with the Edmond Police Department. But doing a quick video here after attending the men's breakfast in Guthrie with special guest speaker Logan County Sheriff Damon Devereaux. Wonderful event, great fellowship with the local men of the community. Whether you are into faith-based activities or not, still a great crowd of people to be with. The message they had is applicable across the board, no matter what your belief set is. Bringing the community together to solve common problems and having unity, always a good thing. And the sheriff's presentation was interesting, to say the least. At one point, he began on stage, began stripping, as in removing his badge, unbuttoning his shirt. He dropped his gun belt on the floor at one point, and that was a bit shocking to me. He carries a Glock. You know, they don't go off when you drop them generally, but you know, no trigger guard, no mechanical safety. So that was a shocker. And then he ripped off the the front of his plate carrier underneath his vest and flopped that on the floor. And he was making a dramatic point, but it was definitely unexpected. And when he was finished and he walked off the stage, he threw his gun belt over his shoulder like a pro wrestling title belt, and his pistol was just flopping and flopping on his back. But anyway, the reason we're doing this quick video, it's kind of like the one I did a while Tinker Air Force Base. Reason being, hey, I am on federal property here in Oklahoma, Edmond, at the post office. This is a spot where the Oklahoma Self-Defense Act does not apply. And I, of course, had my personal protective device with me today, which means I can't bring it over here. Can't even park in the parking lot. So there's the OTAP mobile over there across the street back in Oklahoma. All of the dangerous items that go bang are in the car. So that's what you need to do if you are carrying and you have to go to the post office. You park across the street and you leave all of your items in your vehicle, and then you go take care of your business and return to your car. If you are unwilling to do that, well, you're just breaking the law, and that's bad. So that is today's word of wisdom. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. Come on out to the state capitol next week here in Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City, 23rd and Lincoln. The wonderful ongoing floor debates will be continuing. We have bills coming up to expand our liberties, Second Amendment, First Amendment issues. We have bills coming up to abolish abortion in the state of Oklahoma. We have bills coming up to repeal, quote-unquote, constitutional carry or permitless carry in Oklahoma. There are things for everyone, whether you are for or against. There will be some interesting battles going on at the state capitol. Get out, get involved, let your elected officials know where you stand on these issues. Be an involved constituent. That's what it's all about, civic engagement, folks. All right, that's it. Time to take this money order here. This is for the Lincoln Reagan Dinner coming up, featuring Lieutenant Colonel Allen West as the guest speaker. Looking forward to that. I've met Colonel West a time or two. Great patriot, fellow American, veteran, retired Army officer, just an amazing man. He has a message that is not to be missed. So anyway, the reason why we have this money order is for one of the silent auction items we're doing, sort of a donation on my part. I've basically, it's not all my doing, but I've, arranged with some other people who prefer to remain nameless at this point. But basically, we're going to be auctioning off a all-inclusive package that will get someone a 5-year Oklahoma Self-Defense Act license. That is a handgun license for Oklahoma. And of course, any state that Oklahoma has reciprocity with, there will be a $70 gift card for Wilshire Gun in Oklahoma City. So that will cover the cost of the SDA classroom portion, the class. It also includes lunch at the Range Cafe at Wilshire Gun as part of the way they do their class. That's why it's $70 instead of the standard $60 for the class. So they will do the classroom portion where they cover the law, where you can and cannot carry, when you can and cannot shoot, what will happen when you do have to, various crimes that you can be charged with, and of course the range portion, which is not training. It is it is fire 50 bullets generally in that direction over there. You don't have to actually hit the target, but 50 rounds. Don't shoot yourself, don't shoot anybody else, definitely don't shoot the instructor. If you hit them, they're probably not going to sign off on you. But again, lunch at the Range Cafe, they feed you. And of course, the Range Cafe and the Caliber Club at Wilshire Gun, they have adult beverages. So if you like those, they've got you covered. Of course, given that it is during the class and you will be shooting that day, they will not serve you alcoholic beverages until after you've gone to the range and fired your 50 rounds. So that's what the $70 gift card will cover. And then this this money order, this will cover the remaining fees associated with the licensing process. It will have enough on it to cover passport photos if needed. It will also cover the fee of seeing your local sheriff to be fingerprinted. It's up to them if they want to charge you anything for that. In times past, certain sheriffs in Oklahoma and the various 77 counties have been kind enough to waive the fees for fingerprinting because they are Second Amendment enthusiasts and they want more people to carry legally. Of course, with permitless carry, it's not necessarily such an issue anymore, but again, reciprocity is a big deal. So like I said, some of them have waived it. It may or may not be in the case of whatever county you live in if you are the lucky winner of the silent auction item. But nevertheless, there will be funds available to cover that, and as well as the licensing fee to the OSBI for a 5-year license. So let us keep in mind that, of course, we are talking about a constitutional right that they are turning into a privilege. Basically, they are licensing a right to you by requiring a class and requiring a fee. This is, of course, the equivalent of literacy tests and poll taxes for voting, which, of course, all of the courts have ruled to be terribly unconstitutional and discriminatory. But be that as it may, until we get new laws in place, we get courts to strike this down, that is the way it works. That is the law of the land here in Oklahoma, particularly with the fact that our state constitution does not specifically guarantee a right to bear arms, but we do have a joint resolution coming up that could work to amend the Oklahoma State Constitution to rectify that oversight, if you will. So with that being said, I am going to get back in the automobile and head on out for the rest of my daily activities, running some errands, and hopefully back home soon to give my cute little puppy G some belly rubs. All right, that's what's going on, folks. Let's flip this around one more time. So there you have it. There's the street. There's the post office. Keep it in mind. Oh, and you've got your sidewalk there, the easement. That's actually city property. So if you walk on the sidewalk, don't trip and fall onto either side, because then you'll be on the federal property and that'll be bad. All right, have a great day. OTAP out.